In the depths of the Judean desert, secrets lie hidden for millennia, secrets that could alter the course of history as we know it. Dear truth seekers, I am Dr. Alejandro Vega, and today we will delve into one of the most intriguing and potentially dangerous biblical mysteries of our time. Imagine for a moment, what if I told you that among the famous Dead Sea Scrolls, prophecies are hidden so startling that they have been deliberately concealed from the public? Prophecies that not only predict our present with chilling accuracy, but also shed light on a future that religious and governmental authorities would prefer to keep in the shadows. My friends, what we are about to reveal challenges everything we thought we knew about biblical history and apocalyptic prophecies. Are you prepared to question reality itself? Because once you discover what we have found in these ancient scrolls, nothing will ever be the same again. In the coming moments, we will unravel together a riddle that has remained sealed for centuries, a mystery so deep it could shake the very foundations of our beliefs and our understanding of humankind's destiny. Prepare for a journey that will take you from the caves of Qumran to corridors of power, where truth hides in plain sight. Are you ready to uncover the secret prophecies of the Dead Sea Scrolls? Before diving into the depths of this mystery, it's crucial to understand the historical context and significance of the Dead Sea Scrolls. Discovered between 1947 and 1956 in the caves of Qumran, near the Dead Sea, these ancient manuscripts represent one of the most significant archaeological finds of the 20th century. The Dead Sea Scrolls contain a vast collection of religious texts, including the oldest known versions of books from the Old Testament, as well as non-canonical texts and community rules. Dated between the 3rd century BCE and the 1st century CE, these scrolls offer us a unique window into Second Temple Judaism and the origins of Christianity. However, dear seekers of truth, what most people do not know is that not all fragments of the Dead Sea Scrolls have been revealed to the public. Some remain jealously guarded, catalogued as too fragile or in the process of restoration. But what if the real reason for their concealment was far more sinister? For years, I have followed the trail of these hidden fragments, tracking rumors and testimonies of scholars who have had fleeting access to these forbidden texts. What I have discovered is astounding, compelling evidence exists that among these scrolls are prophecies of eerie precision, predicting not just crucial historical events, but also shedding light on our immediate present and future. Imagine for a moment prophecies that detail events like the fall of the Roman Empire, the rise of Islam, the Great World Wars, and even a dramatic pause, the current era of information and artificial intelligence. Coincidence? I think not. But the question we must ask ourselves is, why keep these prophecies secret? What could be so disturbing or potentially destabilizing in these ancient texts that justifies their concealment from the public? The answer, my friends, lies in the interpretation of their hidden symbology and the connections these texts establish among past, present, and future events. An intricate web of predictions that, if revealed, could drastically alter our understanding of the world and possibly the very course of history. In the upcoming segments, we will unravel these censored prophecies together, examining lesser-known fragments and deciphering their arcane symbolism. Prepare for a journey that will challenge everything you believed about biblical history and the fate of humanity. Whispering the truth is about to be revealed, and nothing will ever be the same. Let us now venture into the heart of our revelations. The first fragment we have managed to decrypt comes from a scroll known as 4Q246, also called the Aramaic Apocalypse or Son of God. This text, long debated in academic circles, contains cryptic references that, under new light, reveal astonishingly precise predictions. And he will be called Son of the Great God, and by his name he will be named. He will be designated Son of God, and they will call him Son of the Most High. Like sparks from a vision, so will his kingdom be. They will reign for years over the earth and trample everything. People will rise against people and province against province. This seemingly messianic passage actually hides a series of encoded prophecies that extend far beyond their immediate historical context. Let me explain. The mention of the Son of God does not refer to a singular figure, but rather a succession of leaders throughout history who have claimed divine authority. From Roman emperors to European monarchs who ruled by divine right, this prophecy anticipates centuries of theocratic power structures. Like sparks from a vision, so will his kingdom be. This enigmatic phrase, upon closer analysis, seems to predict the era of information and digital technology. The sparks represent the speed and ephemeral nature of modern communication, while the vision alludes to the ubiquity of screens in our current society. They will reign for years over the earth and trample everything. Here we find a chilling prediction about globalization and the rise of superpowers. The reference to trampling everything suggests the exploitation of natural and human resources on a global scale, a phenomenon that has intensified over recent centuries. People will rise against people and province against province. This part of the prophecy not only predicts geopolitical conflicts, but also anticipates the social and political polarization we experience today. The division among nations, ideologies, and even within societies themselves has become more pronounced than ever. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. In another fragment, known as 11Q13 or the Melchizedek Scroll, we find even more surprising references in the year of the Jubilee, this Jubilee of Jubilees. Freedom will be proclaimed throughout the land to all its inhabitants. On that day, it will rise over all the children of light. And this is the day of peace and judgment. This passage, traditionally interpreted in a purely eschatological context, takes on new meaning in light of recent events. The Jubilee of Jubilees could be interpreted as a turning point in human history. Interestingly, if we count cycles of 50 years from the traditional founding of Rome in 753 BCE, we reach the year 2047 CE, a date many futurists point to as a potential technological singularity. The freedom proclaimed throughout the land could be predicting the era of information and the democratization of knowledge through the internet. However, it also raises unsettling questions about the nature of this freedom in the age of mass digital surveillance. It will rise over all the children of light. This enigmatic phrase could be referring to the emergence of artificial intelligence. The children of light might be interpreted as digital entities rising or surpassing humans in cognitive capacity. The day of peace and judgment suggests a crucial moment where humanity will face the consequences of its technological progress. Could this be the moment when AI reaches superintelligence, leading us to an unprecedented era of peace or to a final technological judgment? My dear truth seekers, these interpretations challenge our conventional understanding of biblical texts. The Dead Sea Scrolls are not merely historical records or religious texts. They are prophetic maps charting the course of humanity from antiquity to a future we are only beginning to glimpse. But the question persists: why have these prophecies been kept secret? What do they imply for our present and immediate future? And most importantly, how does this change our understanding of history and our role in the grand tapestry of time? The truth is more astonishing than we ever imagined, and we are only at the beginning of our revelations. Prepare yourselves, because what comes next will further challenge the limits of what we believed possible. As we reflect on these astounding revelations, it is inevitable that more questions than answers will arise. Far from being mere historical artifacts, the Dead Sea Scrolls reveal themselves as portals to knowledge that transcends time and space. But what more do these ancient scrolls hide? What other secrets lie buried in their enigmatic passages? The depth of these prophecies compels us to question everything we thought we knew about our history and our destiny. Imagine for a moment the implications of these revelations. If these ancient texts could predict with such precision events that would occur millennia after their writing, what else might they tell us about our immediate future? And if the keys to facing the most pressing challenges of our era were coded into these scrolls? Even more unsettling is the question of why have these prophecies been kept secret? Who are the guardians of this ancient knowledge? What motivations could they have for concealing these truths from the world? As we delve deeper into this mystery, we stand on the threshold of even more astounding revelations. The fragments we have deciphered so far are only the beginning. What we are about to uncover will further challenge our understanding of the world and our place in it. Prepare yourselves, my dear truth seekers, for we are about to plunge into the depths of an enigma that could rewrite history as we know it. The pieces of the puzzle are starting to fit together, and the picture that emerges is more astonishing and unsettling than we could have ever imagined. Before continuing with our revelations, I want to address you directly, my community of truth seekers. Your comments and theories on our previous videos have been instrumental in this investigation. Many of you have inquired about the connection between the Dead Sea Scrolls and contemporary events, and today we are unraveling just that. To those watching for the first time, I welcome you to this quest for hidden knowledge. If the revelations we have shared so far have piqued your curiosity, I invite you to join our community. Subscribe to the channel and enable notifications so you don't miss any of our future investigations. For our loyal followers, your participation is crucial. Share your theories and interpretations in the comments. What connections do you see between these prophecies and the current world? Your perspectives could be the key to unraveling more mysteries. In our next video, we will explore the possible existence of a lost scroll that could contain even more impactful prophecies about our immediate future. Are you ready to delve deeper into this mystery? Remember, the truth is out there waiting to be discovered. Together, we are unraveling the deepest secrets of history. Stay tuned, because what comes next will challenge everything we believe we know about our past, present, and future. Let us now venture into the second part of our revelations, where the mystery deepens and the implications become even more astonishing. We have discovered a little-known fragment catalogued as 1Q27, also called the Book of Mysteries. This text contains passages that, interpreted in light of our previous findings, reveal an even more impactful prophetic narrative. The fragment says, "And they do not know the mystery of what is coming, nor understand the ancient things. And they do not know what will come upon them, nor how to save their souls from the mystery that is to come." This passage, seemingly cryptic, gains new meaning when analyzed in the context of our technological era. The mystery of what is coming could be interpreted as a reference to the technological singularity, a point in the future where technological progress becomes so rapid and unpredictable that it is impossible to comprehend or foresee for pre-singularity minds. Nor understand the ancient things suggests a disconnection from the past and ancient wisdom, something we see reflected in our current society, where traditional knowledge is often discarded in favor of technological innovation. They do not know what will come upon them could be predicting the ethical and existential challenges we will face with the advancement of artificial intelligence and biotechnology. Are we prepared for a world where the line between human and artificial is increasingly blurred? Nor how to save their souls from the mystery that is to come poses deep questions about the nature of consciousness and identity in the digital age. How will we preserve our humanity in a world increasingly dominated by technology? But the revelations do not end here. In another fragment, 4Q299, we find something even more surprising. In the end of days, the wise among the Gentiles will be honored, and the brave will be rewarded. But the children of the light shall know the mystery of life, and the wisdom of the children of heaven shall be theirs. This passage seems to predict with astonishing accuracy the information era and the rise of a new technocratic elite. The wise among the Gentiles will be honored could refer to the rise of tech giants and innovators from Silicon Valley who have achieved an almost mythical status in our society. The brave will be rewarded suggests the culture of risk and reward in the world of startups and technological innovation. The children of the light shall know the mystery of life could be interpreted as a prediction of advancements in biotechnology and genetic engineering. Are we on the verge of deciphering the code of life itself? The phrase, "the wisdom of the children of heaven shall be theirs," is particularly intriguing. Could it be referring to advanced artificial intelligence or even the possibility of contact with extraterrestrial intelligences? These interpretations lead us to even deeper questions about our future. Are we witnessing the fulfillment of these ancient prophecies in real time? How will this affect our understanding of reality and our place in the universe? But perhaps the most striking revelation is found in a barely legible fragment from Scroll 11Q13, and in the 7th Jubilee the chosen will be endowed with divine knowledge. Their minds will expand beyond the limits of flesh, and they will understand the mysteries of the universe and time. This passage seems to anticipate revolutionary advances in brain-computer interfaces and cognitive enhancement. Are we on the verge of a directed evolution of human consciousness? Could this be the true singularity foretold by the ancients? My dear truth seekers, these revelations compel us to reconsider not only our past and present, but also the very future of humanity. The Dead Sea Scrolls are not merely historical or religious texts. They are a map tracing the course of human evolution from antiquity to a future we are just beginning to glimpse. But with this knowledge comes great responsibility. How will we use this ancient wisdom to navigate the unprecedented challenges that lie ahead? Are we prepared for the ethical and philosophical implications of these revelations? As we unravel these mysteries, we find ourselves on the cusp of a new era of understanding, an era in which the past, present, and future converge in a unified narrative of the human experience. And you, my loyal followers, are at the forefront of witnessing this unfolding of cosmic knowledge. In contemplating these astonishing revelations, we find ourselves at a philosophical and existential crossroads unprecedented in history. The Dead Sea Scrolls, far from being mere historical artifacts, reveal themselves as a bridge between the most distant past and the farthest future, challenging our understanding of time, consciousness, and human destiny. Let's consider for a moment the deeper implications of these prophecies. If the ancient scribes of Qumran could so accurately foresee the advent of the digital era, globalization, and artificial intelligence, what does this tell us about the very nature of reality and consciousness? Perhaps what we are witnessing is not just a series of accurate predictions, but a manifestation of a universal consciousness that transcends time and space. This perspective invites us to consider that knowledge and wisdom are not linear, but exist in an eternal continuum accessible to ancient mystics. The mention of the children of light and the wisdom of the children of heaven in the scrolls could be interpreted not only as a reference to technological advancements, but as an allusion to an evolutionary leap in human consciousness. Are we on the brink of a transformation that will allow us to access dimensions of reality and knowledge that have been unexplored until now? This interpretation leads us to question the very nature of time and causality. If the future can be seen or prophesied with such precision, does this mean that time is an illusion? Or perhaps, as some interpretations of quantum physics suggest, all possible futures exist simultaneously, and what we perceive as prophecies are indeed glimpses of parallel realities. Moreover, the convergence between these ancient prophecies and our current technological advances forces us to reconsider the relationship between spirituality and science. Far from being separate domains, maybe we are witnessing the reunification of mystical and scientific knowledge, a synthesis that ancient sages took for granted. The mention of minds expanding beyond the limits of flesh in the scrolls not only anticipates advances in brain-computer interfaces, but also evokes concepts of spiritual transcendence. Is it possible that the technological singularity and spiritual enlightenment are, in essence, the same phenomenon seen from different perspectives? This convergence of the ancient and the futuristic, of the spiritual and the technological, invites us to adopt a more holistic view of human existence. Perhaps the true mystery of life mentioned in the scrolls is not something we need to discover, but something we need to remember. A primordial wisdom that has been with us since the beginning of time. In this context, the prophecies of the dead. Sea scrolls are not so much predictions of the future as reminders of our innate potential. They urge us to awaken to a broader reality, to recognize our interconnectedness with the cosmos, and to take responsibility for our own evolutionary development. Thus, we find ourselves in a pivotal moment in human history, where the most distant past and the most far-reaching future converge in the present. The revelations of the Dead Sea Scrolls are not just a map of the future, but a mirror reflecting our true potential as conscious beings in an infinitely complex and mysterious universe. The question we must now ask ourselves is not simply what the future holds for us, but who we choose to be in this moment of cosmic awakening. Will we embrace ancient wisdom and future innovation equally, forging a new path for humanity? Or will we remain trapped in old paradigms, unable to comprehend the unfolding mystery before us? The challenge and opportunity before us are immense. In unraveling these ancient mysteries, we are not just deciphering the past or predicting the future, we are actively participating in the evolution of human consciousness. And in this journey of discovery and transformation, each of us has a crucial role to play. Now, my dear truth seekers, it is time to bring these transcendental revelations into the personal realm. How can we integrate this knowledge into our daily lives? In what ways can these ancient prophecies and their connection to our technological present transform our perspective and actions? Firstly, we must recognize that we are part of a cosmic narrative far greater than we had ever imagined. Each of us is a link in a chain of knowledge that extends from the most remote past to the most distant future. This understanding grants us both power and responsibility. Let us reflect on how we can apply this wisdom-expanded consciousness. The prophecies speak of minds expanding beyond the limits of flesh. In our daily lives, we can cultivate this expansion through meditation, deep study, and openness to new ideas. Let us challenge ourselves to think beyond our perceived limitations. Integration of the ancient and the new. Just as the Dead Sea Scrolls connect the past with the future, we can seek wisdom in ancient traditions and apply it innovatively in our technological world. How can we merge ancient wisdom with modern tools in our daily lives, ethics and technology? The prophecies warn us of the challenges of an advanced technological future. In our daily use of technology, we must be conscious of its ethical implications. How can we utilize technology in ways that elevate our humanity rather than diminish it? Preparation for change. The scrolls speak of profound transformations. In so, our personal lives, we can cultivate adaptability and resilience. How can we prepare ourselves mentally and emotionally for a future of rapid and possibly radical changes? Universal connection. The prophecies suggest a cosmic interconnectedness. In our daily interactions, we can practice empathy and compassion, recognizing our fundamental unity with all beings. Pursuit of knowledge. The children of light are those who seek wisdom. Let us commit to being lifelong learners, constantly questioning our assumptions and expanding our understanding. Cosmic responsibility. If we are part of a universal narrative, each of our actions has a cosmic impact. How does this change our perspective on our daily decisions and interactions with others? As we reflect on these applications, it is crucial that each of us asks, how can I be a child of light in my daily life? How can I contribute to the evolution of human consciousness from my unique position in the world? Remember, my dear seekers, that the true power of these revelations does not lie in the knowledge itself, but in how we apply and live it. Each of us has the potential to be a bridge between the past and the future, a guardian of ancient wisdom and a pioneer of future knowledge. I urge you to take a moment each day to reflect on these teachings. Allow them to transform not only your understanding of the world, but also your actions within it. Because it is through our collective actions, guided by this deep wisdom, that we can navigate the challenges ahead and shape a future that honors both our past and our limitless potential. Together, my faithful followers, we stand on the threshold of a new era of understanding and evolution. May each of us become a beacon of light, illuminating the path to a wiser, more compassionate, and more conscious future. My dear truth seekers, we have reached the end of this revealing journey. But in truth, we are merely at the beginning of something much greater. The hidden prophecies of the Dead Sea Scrolls have opened our eyes to a more vast and profound reality than we ever imagined. Now, the responsibility falls upon each of us to bring this knowledge to the world. I urge you to share these revelations with those ready to listen. Expand the circle of awareness, one heart and mind at a time. For those joining us for the first time, I invite you to dive deeper into this journey of discovery. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Every week we unravel new mysteries and delve into the hidden truths that shape our world. To our loyal followers, your participation is more crucial than ever. Share your reflections and experiences in the comments. How have these revelations changed your perspective of the world? What connections have you discovered in your own life? In our next video, we will explore the possible existence of even more astounding prophecies hidden in other ancient texts. Are you ready to delve deeper into the universe's mysteries? Remember, each of you is a vital piece in this great cosmic puzzle. Together, we are deciphering the codes of the past to shape a more enlightened future. Stay tuned. Keep your minds open and your hearts receptive. The truth is out there, waiting to be discovered. And together, we are lighting the way to a new dawn of understanding and awareness. Until our next meeting, my faithful truth seekers, may the light of wisdom guide your steps on this extraordinary journey that is just beginning.